Good morning. My name is Priyanka. Today I'm going to introduce marketing to you. You would have heard about the term marketing quite often. Today I'm going to talk about the key concepts of marketing, the scope of marketing, and marketing mix. Let us begin. Have you ever been to a grocery store? Of course, you've been to a grocery store. You've bought many essential goods and vegetables. FMCG companies like ITC, Barley Agro, and Procter and Gamble notice people daily needs and fulfills their requirements. One such company is PepsiCo India, which notices that people feel overweight and want tasty but less fatty snack. Over here, it noticed that people like tasty food, but they do not want to gain weight. So what did they do? They introduced Lay's baked chips. Have you heard about the company IKEA? Of course, you have heard about it. IKEA, which notices that people want good furniture at a substantially lower price and creates knockdown furniture. Now, there is something very common in these scenarios. Have you noticed that what is common in these scenarios? Let me tell you that what is the key important points in these three scenarios. Needs, wants, and demands. Yes, you're right. The market revolves around needs, wants, and demands. Let me tell you what are needs, what are wants, and what are demands. When I tell you what are these, and I'll explain you with an example. What are our needs? Basic human requirement like food, clothing, shelter, recreation, education, entertainment are basic human needs. What are wants? Needs when they become wants. Why do they become wants? When directed to specific objects that need satisfy the need. What are demands? Demands are wants for a specific products backed by buying power. This is very important to note that when a products are backed by buying power, they become demands. Market revolves around needs, wants, and demands. That's the reason marketeers constantly want to know the customers or the clients' needs, demands, and wants to know that how can they market their product or services. Now, let me tell you with this an example. Everybody likes tasty snacks, but if these are the basic needs, isn't it? Like for example, I like eating chips. These are the basic needs that I like, but I'm worried about my weight gain, or will I put on weight? So what did a marketer like PepsiCo did? It came up and it introduced with Lay's baked chips. Then they converted the need of a client into a want by observing that the client do not want fatty snack. That's the reason it came up with laced baked chips. Now, for example, a customer or a client wants a good furniture, but at a substantially lower price that the customer demanded, and the demand is backed by the buying power. That's the reason IKEA came up with good products and good furniture at a lower price. These are the demands what a customer want. That's the reason I tell that market will always revolve around the needs, wants, and demands. Did you get it? Every time with an example, always try to understand what are the customer needs, wants, and demands. Now, let me tell you that there are three important points that will always happen in this global scenario. Global forces will continue to affect everyone's business and personal life. Technology will continue to advance and amaze us. There will be a continuing push toward deregulation of economic sector. These three developments will spell endless opportunities. Have you thought about it? How will these have endless opportunities in marketing? But what is marketing and what does it have to do with these issues? What does marketing has to do with issue with technology? What does it have to do with the global forces? Or will there be a deregulation of economic sector? That you have to have a food for thought that how marketing, though the global scenarios are changing, though the technology is changing, though there is the deregulation of economic sector, how these three developments will spell endless opportunities. For that, you should understand that what is marketing. Initially, I will just give you a very simple definition of marketing, and once I tell you the concept, you will understand in detail the true definition of marketing is. What is marketing? To simply put and just to simply understand, the short definition of marketing is meeting needs profitably. I understand a customer need, I understand a customer want, and I understand a customer demand. But until unless it is converted into money, until unless it's converted profitably, marketing cannot be used in a good way. So marketer's shortest definition of marketing is meeting needs profitably. The key point over here is it needs to have profitability to it. Now, just for your understanding, I'm going to tell you a proper definition of marketing is. Do not get confused with such a long definition. As I tell you, the key concepts and the scope of marketing, you will thoroughly understand the definition of marketing. Marketing, it is the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods, and services to create exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational goals. People do not get confused by such a big and long definition, and unless I will explain you in detail the concepts of marketing, you will thoroughly understand what I'm trying to say. For now, just understand that meeting needs profitability is the shortest definition of understanding. Let me tell you an example. Like, what is the scope of marketing? Marketing, 10 types of entities. For example, I have studied computer science engineering, but I would like to know that what is the scope of my computer science engineering? Where will I use my studies of computer science in future? In which sector will I use? Whether I'll use in IT sector, whether I'll use in manufacturing sector, where my education being used. Similarly, marketing is also what is the scope? Where is marketing used? In which sector can be used? That's the reason I'm talking about the scope of marketing. Now, the scope of marketing is really wide. You can use marketing in goods companies where they sell goods. It can be used in companies in sectors with services. It can be used in sectors which have experiences, events, persons, places, properties, organizations, information, and ideas. The scope of marketing is wide. You have to understand that where your ideas of marketing can be implemented. Let me explain you slowly by each way of explaining what is the scope of marketing. Now, over here, I see one of the sectors is goods. Now, what are goods? These are the few examples of goods, and these are the examples or sectors or the companies which deal with goods. Now, what are goods? For example, commodities, food, clothing, and housing. Now, these are the sectors or the companies which deal with goods. For example, ITC, PNG, Future Group. Future Group, like for example, you have pantaloons, you have food under it, you have ITC, you have PNG. So marketing can be used in this sector. Marketing can be used in services. Now, what are services? You must be understanding services like hotels. Hotel is one kind of a sector which comes under services. Airlines, lawyers, maintenance. Now, there are companies or there are sectors which deal with marketing. For example, airlines, there is Air India. For hotels, there is Taj. For lawyers, there is a company called DSK Legal. So marketeers and marketing can be used in these sectors as well. What are experiences? Hard Rock Cafe, Walt Disney, theme parks. These are the basic, experiences that where the clients and the customer would like to go. Now there are companies which deal with it. For example, Wonderla and PVR. Marketing can be used over here as well. Now events, there are so many events. What are there is events like music shows, sports events, trade shows. There are companies which actually you they actually have sectors like Whiscraft, green chilies. Marketeers or marketing can be implemented in these sectors as well. Did you know there are companies that market people as well? Yes, that's the reason. One of the scope of marketing is also categorized as persons. Now, like for CEOs, artists, musicians, actors, there are companies which actually market people. Which companies do that? Like BGM, Bling, Royal Matrix. Now, let me also tell you other five important scope of marketing or sectors where marketing can be used. Now, there are places, for example, cities, states, and nation. People would like to explore different cities. People would like to explore different states or and also nations or countries. Now there are companies like Make My Trip, Thomas Cook. What do they do? There are companies that they book tickets, book hotels for people or clients for visiting new places. Now marketing can be used in such sector as well. One of the sector is what? Places. Another sector is properties, which is one of the scope of marketing. Properties like real estate, financial property like stocks and bonds. Did you know there are companies like Oberoi and India Bulls which also use marketing people and which use marketing at a very extensive way? Now, this is also one of the sectors and also one of the scope where marketing can be implemented. Now, the next part is organizations. So now, organizations like universities, museum, IT companies. You would have seen companies like ADP, marketing themselves. Must have seen a lot of hoardings about them. You would have seen YouTube ads about them. Similarly, universities like Amity also market. So this is also one of the scope where marketing can be used. Now, information like schools, coaching institutes, internet website, you'd have seen Oak Ridge International School marketing extensively, talking about their organization, talking about their school, that how good their school is, and there are aspects that why children should join Oak Ridge International School. Companies like Yahoo, they market themselves on internet website extensively. So marketing, the scope of marketing is also in information. The key important point over here is also ideas. Idea is the core need. Now, did you know that there are companies like Nexus and Venture East, like they invest in ideas. They are venture capitalists. Once you come up with a good idea and go to these companies, they will invest in your ideas. So there are companies who invest in ideas. So marketing can be used is also in this sector. So what I'm trying to tell you over here is that the scope of marketing is wide. So it's so wide that marketing can be used in all these 10 sectors, can be used in various aspects, whether it's places, properties, goods, services. This is the scope of marketing. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a company called Whiscraft. Have you ever heard about a company called Whiscraft? What does it do? What is its product? What are its prices? Yes, let me tell you what Whiscraft is all about. Now, Whiscraft is India's leading communication and entertainment company. What does it mean? It actually organizes events which are custom designed. Events you for any organization, for whether it is for a corporate organization, whether it's for a government organization, it organizes events or whether it's for entertainment also. So the main product of Whiscraft is Whiz SPK, Whiz Travel, and Whiz TV. What do they do? Their main core business idea or the main core product is having a custom designed event. Now, definitely when you have a product, when you want to have an event, you definitely want to price it. They price differently for different events. Attempts to price differently across its geography. Now, for example, if an event is custom based, whether it is the amount of people, if the gathering is small and it is at a particular geographical area, it will be priced differently. If the gathering is huge, if there's a big event, definitely it will be priced differently. For example, a sports event will be priced differently, a government event will be priced differently, a brand and a product launch will be priced differently. If it is an event based on entertainment, for example, IFA, it is a huge, so it will be priced differently, isn't it? Now, I have talked about what does the Whiscraft do, how does it price itself. Now, you also wanted to know that where it is placed, where is this company? So, Whiscraft is located in West, South, North zones in India. Over here, you can see in the Indian map, it is headquartered in Mumbai. So, the places where it is Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, and Bangalore. Here, it is present in India in couple of places like in the West, South, and North zone. Now, I have a company, I have a product, I know how well it is priced, I also have its offices and it is places. But how do I market this? that a company. So what does it do? How does it market? It markets through social media marketing, online marketing, advertising, and hoardings. Whiscraft Anthem, it is huge in YouTube. You can just check out on youtube.com. There's something called Whiscraft Anthem. It has a Facebook page and LinkedIn. Now you must be wondering, why am I talking about Whiscraft? Why am I talking? The key points to be taken away from over here is, I'm taking a company. I've spoken about its product. I've talked about how does it sell its product? That is through promotion. Now, how does it price itself? And where is it located? Now, it is all indicating towards the marketing mixes, which is very important factor, which are the four P's: a product, price, place, and promotion. So I've taken an example of Whiscraft to explain the marketing mix, which is the core point of marketing, the four P's. Students, you have to know what are the four P's of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. But you should also know there are three more important marketing mix which have been introduced. So there are total seven P's. Let me tell you about what are the other three P's with the example of Whiscraft itself. Yes, over here, another for one of the P's is the people. Now, without people, and any organization cannot work, definitely. So who are the people of Whiscraft? The employees, the management team, the IT team, the freelancers, the interns. They all work for Whiscraft. They all make the team for Whiscraft. The co-founder and director is Subhash Joseph. So one of the very important marketing mixes, one of the P's are the people. The other thing is the company website, office premise in the various geographical location, online reviews, photos, event videos. What does all these specify? These specify the physical evidence. I had meant, don't confuse yourself with the where it is located and the physical evidence. Where it was located was like in place where I mentioned about the south, the east, and the north zone. The physical evidence, for example, you can see the office premise. Can you see in this pictures here? The office premise of which in various geographical location. Also, their company website is also the physical presence, though it is present on the web, like www.whiscraftworld.com. Its online reviews, its photos, and events videos also come under physical evidence. Now, the other thing, very important marketing mix is the process. How does Whiscraft and what is the process? How does it deal with? So the important things over here is the training, maintain global standards, technical upgrades, client satisfaction. These are the process. Whiscraft MIME. This is an event which was created by Whiscraft, and this is a process through which it had actually for the maintain global standard for technical upgrades. So the three important other P's of marketing mixes are the people, the physical evidence, and the process. So initially there were four P's of marketing mix, but now there are seven P's. I will run through again for Whiscraft itself. So, Whiscraft as a company, what does it do? It is India's leading communication and entertainment company. What does it sell? The products are Wiz SPK, Wiz Travel, Wiz TV. It is basically into events which are custom designed. How are these custom designed events priced? They will they will be priced differently for different events. Also, they price differently for different geographical area. Now, where is it located? It is located in the west, south, and north zone. How does Whiscraft promote itself? It promotes with social media marketing, online marketing, and advertisements. The other three P's are, what is it? Its other P's are the people, the physical evidence, and the process. Now, what you have learned before is the scope of marketing. I know what marketing is. The basic definition is when the needs are converted profitably, that's how marketing. That is the simplest definition what you have known. Then you know what is the scope of marketing. where the marketing is used, what are the different sectors where marketing can be used. That is very important. Now I have told you the key concept. What is the 7 P's of marketing, which is also known as the marketing mix? With the example of Whiscraft, you can also take any company example. You can take an example of FMCG company, like for example, ITC. You can find out what does ITC do, what are its products, what is it priced like. I'll give you a very simple example. You can also take example of Domino's Pizza. Everybody likes pizza. Take an example of pizza. It's the product. What does it sell? It sells pizza. It sells pastas. That is the main product. How is it priced? Yes, it is priced differently, isn't it? Similarly, make a marketing mix and you will understand similarly to Whiscraft what I have done. Now, the key concept over here is the marketing mix, the 7 P's. Let me go through thoroughly each and every P. All right. Now, I had given an example of Whiscraft, but this is very important. Please pay a lot of attention over here. One of the first P is the product. What a product can be. It can be a design, it can be a technology, it can be quality, it can be branding, it can be packaging, a value, a warranties, usefulness. For example, a technology, an IT company like Infosys, IT company like Wipro. These are all technology based companies. So this also comes under product. Now price. Price is like I will tell you in detail, each and every in detail, what under product, under price, place, promotion, and people. There are key points that has to be noted. But right now we'll just go through and brush through what are under the marketing mix of 7 P's, under product what comes, under price what comes, right? So under price you have skimming, penetration, psychological, cost based, demand based, operation based, competition based, and relationship based. Do not worry about such complicated words. These will be explained in detail, but you should know these terms beforehand. Place like retail, wholesale, mail order, internet, direct sales, peer to peer, multi channel. In your example, when I compare it with Whiscraft, now for example, Whiscraft had an office, but some companies have an wholesale office. They have through mail order, they have through internet. So these are also comes under place. Promotion. How does a company can promote itself? Social media marketing, online marketing, advertisements, endorsements, direct marketing, free gift vouchers, competitions, joint ventures, leaflets, posters, people, employees, management, customer service, social interaction. Physical evidence is very important. In example of Whiscraft, I had talked about physical evidence in terms of the offices which were located, in terms of their website. Of your physical evidence is the facilities, exterior, interiors, employee appearances, design, cleanliness, process, surface delivery, response time, uniformity. So do not get too confused. Just learn what is the marketing mix. The 7 P's of marketing mix is very important. Now, let me just brush up that what you have learned so far. You have learned this marketing which is the simplest meeting needs profitably. You have learned about scope of marketing, where the marketing can be used, which sectors marketing can be used. You have also learned the key important things about the Whiscraft as an example. And the main important thing that you have learned today is the marketing mix, which is the 7 P's. So, people or students, please understand the basic concepts about marketing today. I hope you enjoyed the class today. I hope you would like to know more